talking sports. Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, home of the Texas State Bobcats, a place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to continually inhabit and make their presence known in this game. The Ragin Cajuns will kick it away to start. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Texas State Bobcats offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
On second down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Jenkins. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Catch in the middle, it's Simpson. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Offense penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Cajuns. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become?
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to star it. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Bobcats in the hurry up. To the ground, he's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the returner will be brought down. The Ragin Cajuns offense will take the field for the first time. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them. They'll throw screens. They'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is if you're
It's complete. A huge pickup. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. And the Ragin Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, he puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Lining up to convert third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
The Ragin Cajuns have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ragin Cajuns. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Scrambling away. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. On third down, going up top. Getting some heat.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Louisiana has it back, and the Ragin Cajun offense headed to the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start.
Open runway ahead. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wide out in motion. To the air on first down. And the pass hits, picked off. Touchdown, Cajuns. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
Louisiana, 28.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Comes out throwing on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Simpson. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. He'll take a shot. And he intercepts it. Got some room to run. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
Well, jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Ragin Cajuns. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Louisiana, 35. Texas State.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas State has the football back and they'll go on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to...
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with a sack. And the Bobcats want to move quickly. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. On the run, it's Jenkins. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Bringing it back, it's Turner. Makes a move. Can they catch him? He take it to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana.
Touchdown.
He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
On third down, he drops to throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quick strike complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bobcats will line up to kick off and start the second half.
Texas State, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisiana has it back, and the Ragin Cajun offense headed to the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's past the 30. All kinds of running room. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Ragin Cajuns are moving quickly down the field.
325.
They'll throw it on first down. It's complete. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Touchdown, Cajuns! And the route is on. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Louisiana, 49. Texas State, 0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Simpson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these...
Oh, look out, there he goes. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Touchdown, Ragin Cajuns! And the pummeling has started. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the...
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give out of the gun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. He gets a block. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Louisiana has it back, and the Ragin Cajun offense headed to the field. Line gets set, first down. Looking for a crease, it's Dennis. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 40.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
The Ragin Cajuns get it past the sticks.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. On the option, he'll toss it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense getting set for first down.
Check. Out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks the tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Ragin Cajuns are on the move.
Come on, set.
They want that clock to run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Fires on the move. Catch in the middle, it's Rhodes. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why